If you're anything like us, it's been a challenge to find hand sanitizer in stores with the COVID-19 situation. We went online and tried to find some recipes to make hand sanitizer, but they all require aloe vera gel, which we didn't have much of. So we ended up finding this much aloe vera gel in our house at the moment. But we realized we had an aloe vera plant. So what we've done here is we're following instructions on between a couple different websites to first make the aloe vera gel and then create from that the hand sanitizer. Because aloe vera leaf resin contains latex, it's important to let the leaves sit for 10 to 15 minutes before you attempt to create the gel or harvest the gel. It helps if you have a sharp peeler, apparently. Alternatively, you can use a knife, and that's what I'll use here in a moment. Once you have it peeled, you'll notice how accessible the gel is here in the middle. It's a little bit gross, but it's good stuff, I guess. So keep at it, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so here is what it looks like when you peel the aloe vera and you extract the gel. It's kind of like cutting a fish fillet.
Stuff on the other side.
And be careful when you're cutting the aloe vera to get the gel here that you're being really careful, because it's slick and it's really easy to cut yourself badly when you're doing this. Okay, go ahead. When you're trimming the aloe vera gel, make sure you're removing all of the green peel when you are preparing it here. So we've got the aloe vera gel now separated, and we're ready to put it in the blender. As I mentioned before, for a couple different reasons, we're using a little bit of remainder of store-bought aloe vera gel. One reason we're doing this is Well, I mean, obviously it extends the quantity, but more importantly, it contains preservatives that are really helpful. So unless you have vitamin C or vitamin E in a powdered form, you need some preservatives ideally for the finished product. Okay, so the next step is to blend the gel for a few seconds until it's nice and appropriate texture. And because we have a very loud mixer, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the camera. So the finished product is going to be kind of a frothy mix, and then once we hit this stage, we're going to go ahead and add the store gel product that we have for the added preservatives.
And it's not coming out, just so you know.
So since everything else in this video has not worked quite correctly, of course the aloe vera is not coming out of the container, so we're improvising. Okay, so try to avoid drinking the aloe vera, even though it looks kind of frothy. Actually, right now it looks pretty darn unappealing, so it probably won't be a problem. Okay, so once we've got it separated, now we need to identify the correct proportions for adding the rubbing alcohol here. So according to the healthclinic.com website, the proportions you want to use for the creation of the hand sanitizer are 3/4 cup of the rubbing alcohol and 1/4 cup of aloe vera. And then you can add essential oils if you wish for scent. In this case, we're going to double that. So we're using 1 1/2 cup of rubbing alcohol and 1/2 cup of aloe vera gel. Oh, that's a 3/4?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, so there's 2 3/4. And then 1/4 each of this?
Yes.
Okay. Well, how do you make sure that it's not just the froth, you know? How do you make sure it's just,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That would seem to be the million-dollar question.
Uh-huh. Okay, so... All right, 1/2 cup, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so once we mix the ingredients here, we'll have the finished product, and then we'll have enough left over for another batch here at a later time. And we'll show what this looks like here in a moment. You want to run that through the blender?
I don't know. Does it say to?
No.
I don't know that it's even necessary.
Yeah. So this is pretty much the final product here that we've got. This is going to be our hand sanitizing gel.
Not enough room in this.
We'll just add a little. Did you top it off?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? I didn't. Oh, I guess I got it. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of orange extract, just for scent purposes. We also added just a little bit more aloe vera because it seemed like once the sudsing went down that the proportions were a little bit off. And so there is the finished product. And we have leftover aloe vera that we're going to put in the refrigerator for the next batch.